Yeah, so welcome back to the stream. This is a game that I'm pretty excited to be playing. I followed this for a long time while it was coming out, and it officially launched today, so here's my first stream of Subnautica. So I have played it through completely right to the end. The last content that I played was just the very end game, but before you actually finish, so I didn't actually do the very last thing that you're supposed to do in the game because it wasn't finished yet. But now the game has achievements in it, so I figured I want to do an achievement playthrough anyway, so I'm just going to do not quite a full playthrough on stream, so I'm not going to be getting all of the eggs and hatching them and like making all the different fish that you can make, and I'm not going to be collecting all the plants unless I need them for the end game stuff. So pretty much just an achievement playthrough, but that still covers like all of the main story anyway. So let's get started. 2 days, 14 hours is my other one, I think. Start new game, yeah, just survival. I won't be using cheats for anything unless the game cheats me. So if I get stuck inside a wall somewhere because the game glitched out and threw me somewhere that I cannot escape from, like I got caught like underneath some wreckage before, and behind walls you could tell that you weren't supposed to be there. I think the spawn me command spawns you 10 meters away from where you are now, so I might do that if I get locked in somewhere, or if like I have resources that just completely disappear for some reason. I might spawn them in, but generally I won't be using commands, certainly not to forward the game or the story in any way. For those who haven't seen or played this game, it basically combines the coolest mechanics from a lot of different games and then puts you in the ocean. And you can play it in VR, which I think would be a really interesting experience. So like the survival collection stuff of Minecraft and like the world building, maybe like the Skyrim, Hearthstone. And like the exploration, the map is not randomly generated. It's the same map as I've always seen, but you'll see some of the cool mechanics as we go through them. I really like the progression system too. So, we are in space, and we were a janitor on a ship called the Altera until it blew up over an ocean planet. I'm super stoked for this. I fucking loved my first playthrough of this game. I'm probably going to fly through it this time that I play it. But, also like base building and stuff. Like, I want to build a couple different bases and be smarter before I place them this time. Okay, I have to relearn the controls again. It's been a little while. Cool. So we're safe. PDA's fucked.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome.
Did I say that the ship was called the Altera? I don't think that's true. It's called the...
To keep you alive on an alien world, please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice.
I don't know. I forget.
Good luck.
The Aurora. So Altera is the company I worked for, and the Aurora is the ship. Okay, so this is going to generate medkits for me. This is a very tiny container for me to have stuff in at the first of the game. I think I'll take this with me. Flares can go fuck themselves because they're useless. Fabricator works. Ooh, a nice UI now. They polished the UI so it looks a little fancier. Buttons are a little bigger, which is nice. So, as the progression system goes... Whoa, what the fuck was that? Yeah, that's the Aurora, and it's pretty fucked. So you can see just ocean in all fucking directions. And it's meant to be kind of freaky, especially when you first dive in the water.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Yeah, that thing is fucked. So, feet first into the water. There's my first achievement. Nice. So I'm glad to see that achievements are working now. And the official release was today, so we should see a little bit of new content that I haven't seen before. So yeah, it's freaky, right? Like being underwater. It's supposed to be like kind of weird, and you see the O2 meter on the far left there. Yeah, like it's supposed to freak you out when you first start playing. I was more fascinated than freaked out, but still pretty tentative. Stone crops.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Unlikely but plausible. It's good to hear. So I'm actually going to just almost fucking dropped it. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw away my fucking flares because they're goddamn useless and I hate them. So yeah, it's a lot of like crafting more than survival. I find like the survival's just kind of secondary, and then you can play the game pretty much without it. These guys are a little harder to catch, but you will eventually catch up to them. And they're worth like the most in terms of food. So I try to eat pretty much exclusively them. I need bladderfish now because I don't have a way to make water elsewise.
New creature discovered.
Just yet.
Alien life.
I'm used to having like 4 fucking minutes in oxygen time too, so that's gonna be something to get used to. That and my movement speed is kind of cratered. So I should be looking for limestone, and I'll need some batteries, so...
Oxygen.
Fucking oxygen. I don't watch it either, it just goes down until it warns me, so if it wasn't for the warning, I'd probably be fucking dead already.
The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
I remember that you specifically like are not giving out a backpack, like you basically just have what you can carry, and I kind of like that as a mechanic. But I don't know if that's still true or not. They might have put a backpack in it for all I know. So we can make a power cell, I can make an O2 tank, which is awesome. I can already breathe a little longer. Don't need the pipe, don't need that. Tools, I do need a scanner. Okay, so I can scan shit now. Oh yeah, I have to go find... I have to go find kelp and cave sulfur. Not much of it though. Flashlight, battery glass, so I'll need some quartz as well. Cave sulfur, copper, gold, and table coral. I'd like my knife. Silicon rubber, okay. I'm gonna need a couple of these to start off for sure. Until I build a base. I'll have like 8 of these just floating around in the water until I get set up underwater. There's way too many fucking acid mushrooms, but whatever. This should be in my hand. That can fuck off. I'll toss these outside. That takes much longer than it should. Yeah, so I don't really care about scanning the animals. I don't care about collecting shit unless it moves me towards like endgame shit and surviving until the end of the game. Like there's a creature egg that I don't give a shit about.
And diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Okay, so I need my knife, but I need silicone to make it. Oh yeah, the oil bulbules. Some of that shit.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay.
Detecting increased local radiation levels.
Didn't I make an O2 tank?
With damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Lubricant is an important one. Go ahead and make a bunch of that just to save space.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
And I'll be playing through much quicker than last time, not just because I'm not doing the extra stuff, but because I know like what I have to make, where I have to go, what the upgrade and the exploration path is, and where I can go at any given time, or what I'm supposed to do next. So, equipment, I can make it high capacity. I need 4 quartz and a silver. Let's make some more titanium, just because I can. And it's a lot of crafting now, but later it'll be a lot more exploration. Silicon rubber creep find seed. Oh shit! I was supposed to make. Oh, whatever. So I have a bunch of lubricant, but I need to go back and get more creepvine seed clusters for actual silicone, the useful shit. I thought it was lubricant that it needed, but I guess not. Yeah, my oxygen's already up to 75 seconds. That's fucking awesome. Nighttime. Okay, so seed clusters. Since I fucked off and turned all of mine into lubricant like an idiot. Yeah, I know I can fucking scan it. I don't give a shit. Oh, I have to go find some fucking cave sulfur too. God damn it. You'll see in a minute why I hate finding cave sulfur. Okay, so this is what the scanner's for. So there's a mobile vehicle bay fragment, and it says when I get 2 more of them, which are just randomly wherever, I'll be able to build a mobile vehicle bay, which I can then use to make vehicles once I get the blueprints for them and the ingredients for them. There's an exploding fish egg. The fish explodes, not the egg. Nice. Get some quartz. I don't want to get too far away from my base now. Where's that? Oh. Interesting. I don't really recall these things being available this early. I don't actually know what they're for. I've never used them in anything, so I'm only going to take a couple because I think they're just going to use up locker space for like the rest of the game. But I'll keep them in case there's a new recipe or it turns out that I do need them for something. Can always make titanium because scrap isn't used for anything else. Here's the silicone. And now I should be able to make a knife. Nope, I can make flippers. There's my knife.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime.
A little bit of lore for you.
The only exception.
The developers had said that like they don't want weapons in their game because they believe that games don't need weapons and like violence, that level of violence, and they're absolutely right, and I commend them for that. Appreciate it. Flippers will increase our movement speed.
Available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Yeah. I don't need the air bladder, I'll never use it. I do need the habitat builder eventually. And the repair tool would be very useful right now. So I need cave sulfur. I need more quartz, because I've only found the one. And 1 silver. Cool. So now we can go ahead and get the stuff for bleach, which will solve our water problem, like, permanently. Cave sulfur. So I have to actually explore the shallow caves here. Not cubey enough. There we go. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Hit just the one place that was gonna stop me. So that's why I don't like exploring for cave sulfur, because the fucking explodey fish live in the flowers that give you cave sulfur. And the shitty part is that there are always several of them. So you go to get the cave sulfur from the flower that you just let explode, and when you reach for it, a fucking another one comes after you.
30 seconds.
Just trying to find where that second one came from, because I'll probably need the cave sulfur. You don't need much of it, you just really need it at the beginning of the game. But I'm pretty sure it's part of the repair tool, so super, super fucking important. And it's a tool you will use for the rest of the game. Where the fuck did that second one come from? Okay, here it is. Cave sulfur. And I'll grab some table coral while I'm out here. So I'll need that for computer chips. They changed the color on that too. I'm used to it being, I want to say, yellow. It's not red. What the fuck is hitting me? Suck a dick. Come here. Dickhead.